So this is a violin I've made, been working on over a number of years, collecting wood from round about Edinburgh, the Pentland Hills on the front, from an old tumble down wreck of a ruin of a shepherd's cottage. The back and sides, sycamore pieces from along the Wart of Leith. Inside, pieces from driftwood from the Firth of Forth, and the front, the pegs and the tailpiece, and anything are from the house, from the garden, from a pruned branch of a living tree in the garden where Robert Louis Stevenson was born on the 13th of November 1850, the Edinburgh House on Howard Place. So it's a tribute to Robert Louis Stevenson on his 170th anniversary tomorrow, and it's also a metaphor for Edinburgh, time passing, the Pentland Hills, the Wart of Leith, and bringing out the tone of the wood that's gathered all the energy in many places where Robert Louis Stevenson knew as a child. So this is the violin's tone, just strung up a few days ago. Got a nice mellow tone. So here's a wee tune, a nod to another poet who had a lot of connections to Edinburgh, Rabbie Burns. So John Highlandman. Just to say, it's also an environmental statement in that the wood gathered here for this violin has all been locally sourced. Other than this antique chin rest, there's no wood from rainforests or jungles. So basically this is how an old Scottish fiddle would be made, going back to the 16th, 17th century, and that's what I do. I recreate violins in the style of old Scottish and Italian makers. So the main poem from Robert Louis Stevenson that inspired this, or one of his verses from the Songs of Travel, is "Whither Must I Wander," which is transcribed inside the violin. But I'll just play you another wee piece, the Sky Boat Song, given that his family, through his father's side of the family, were lighthouse engineers, and that some of the wood inside this is from driftwood. We'll finish on Sky Boat Song with his love of the Jacobites as well, and Bonnie Prince Charlie. So there we are, folks, the violin, the Robert Louis Stevenson violin, or as it's known as well, the Penton Hills Waterleith Edinburgh violin. And that's, I'll just give you a wee closer look. And if you want any more information, you can get me on Google or whatever, Steve Burnett, Edinburgh violin maker.